Hello, this is William Bowman. I'm recording this video for Mr. Alex Cadenas Sr. over at TreeWise Arbor Care. Thank you so much for allowing me to record this video for you guys. So I just want to explain exactly what I found on your website, exactly what you guys can change in order to get more volume to your website that your competitors are currently getting. So in order to do that, I want to explain some things so that you know exactly how to make the changes and see when those changes are working. So I'm going to cover the volume of clients looking for your services, what your top online competitor is doing to win that volume, and things that you can do this exact moment on your website to start winning those clients in the future, right? So when we're looking at your website, I do like your website, right? I like the way that it's laid out. I like that you guys have videos. You guys have, trusted brands on here. The pictures of the houses that you guys have actually helped. And honestly, I've always loved the trees in San Antonio. That's one of my favorite parts of living here. So basically, one thing that I would note for the very front page or for any page that you guys are actually trying to rank, right, is you guys want about 1,000 to 1,500 words of content on your pages. And the reason for this, there's a specific reason. Google considers content to be king. And what you want to do in that content is you want to sprinkle what are called keywords into that content. And keywords are simply just what somebody would throw into Google in order to find your service. So when we throw in tree service San Antonio, and I will show you the volume of people searching this exact thing every single month, the first thing we're going to find is the Google ad service, right? So you can pay per click on these. A lot of clients will scroll right past these. I know that I do whenever I'm looking for services, but some of them will click on them, right? I have seen clients being able to get some volume quickly to ramp up while they're trying to rank up their website. This is a good, kind of like a good interim step before you start ranking up your site. And then the next area is the Google Map Pack. This is completely free. Definitely do this. Some companies will optimize it for you. That's fine. So that you're in the top 3. But if you don't already have this set up, go get it set up because this will bring you volume of clients. It will actually help your ranking on your website. And the cool thing with it is that, it will give you a place for these reviews to be recorded. And honestly, a lot more customers, they want to see Google reviews because they know that it's good and bad. And they get an honest view of what clients think about the company that's serving them. So people really trust these. So then the next area is this is what we call the organic search area. So these companies are not paying to be here. And this is where you want to be. You want to be in this number 1 spot for Tree Service San Antonio. So let's go look at what they're doing correctly. So I pop over to their website. We look through, I wanted to quickly show you their website, but I'd rather look under the hood, right? Let's look at the details of what they're doing correctly under the hood. The one thing I want to note from looking at it quickly glancing is that they probably have about 600 to 700 words of content, which is good. That allows them more keywords. But let's see everything else. So when we pop in, we're going to see all of this information, right? I'm going to explain all of this, but I just want to show you they're getting, on average, 1.9 thousand people coming to this exact URL. Not to their entire website, just this page, the page that's ranked. So let's look at how they're doing it. So you have the UR and DR. So these are our rankings from 0 to 100. So a URL is your URL rating. This is like the trustability of your URL. I usually see pages in big cities like San Antonio, if they're ranking number 1, usually this is around a 30, 35. So it's actually surprising that they're 20 and ranked number 1. But they're probably making up for it with this really high DR. So this DR is domain rating. This is like the power of your site or what is considered to be like your reputation on the internet. So they have a very high DR. And the way to get both of these numbers up is to include, one of the ways is through backlinks. They have 85 backlinks. An example of a backlink is if I'm writing a blog and I say, hey, you guys should definitely use TreeWise Arbor Care. And I put a link to your website from it. That's an example of a backlink. And it looks like they have 15 different sites sending them a total of 85 backlinks. Now, I do want to mention here quality over quantity. I've seen 10, 15 backlinks beat 1,000. If your backlinks have if they're in Chinese or in Russian and they're from other parts of the world that aren't really related to, you know, tree services or tree service industry, it's not Google's smart enough to know, like, hey, that's kind of like a sketchy backlink. I'm not going to give you credit for that. So you want high UR, high DR websites sending you backlinks. Next, I want to look at these keywords. So what are they? How are they getting that 2,000? Let's look here. You see tree trimming near me. This is the volume of people that search it on average every month, and this is their position. I don't really like words like tree trimming near me because you see how this is United States. That means anyone in the United States could be searching for that and finding them, which it's great that they're finding their website, but, you know, if they're in Oklahoma, they might not be able to service them. So these are the words. These are what I call buyer intent words. Tree service San Antonio. 2,500 people a month are looking for this specific keyword. And even adding Texas at the end, like this, is a different keyword with a different volume, right? So they're ranked number 2, they're ranked number 1, they're ranked number 2, they're ranked number 2, they're ranked number 5. You know, these volumes add up to be worth quite a bit of money. So you definitely want to start ranking for these keywords by including them 5 or 6 times in that content that I was telling you that you should add on. So let's look at your site and see kind of how it compares. So we pop in and we see TreeWise Arbor Care, 4 and 1.8, no data on the backlinks, no data on the referring domains, 0 organic words with 0 traffic every month. So there is room for improvement. Looks like, honestly, since you guys have no data, I'm guessing that the site is pretty new. So this might explain a lot of this no data yet because Google may have not crawled it yet. Usually it takes a little while for Google to actually crawl your site. But immediately the recommendations that I would have for you guys, quality backlinks from quality domains, get your content with those keywords. You definitely need those keywords. Some of those high volume buyer specific keywords, buyer intent keywords, I apologize. Get yourselves on this Google Map Pack. And in the meantime, you know, I think whenever I was speaking to you earlier, you said you guys are already using this. That's perfect. You can use that in the meantime, but if you want long-term customers and you want to not have to pay for those clicks for, you know, ever, build up your site. That way you own the site and you can maintain that number 1 position and you can get that, you know, 2,000 people coming to your site every month, because that is the best way to ramp up digitally. And, you know, that will bring a lot of revenue to you. But I hope this information was valuable. I hope you are able to implement some of these things. I would love to hear your feedback on the information that I provided today. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.